want to at least give her more opportunities, because bottom lane's going to be thinking that, you know, as long as we're not in a bad position, as long as we're hugging that turret, we should be fine, which is correct. That being said, you're going to put that on hold for the top lane.
Oh yeah, no one expects the Berserker coming out of the jungle with Predators. Keen goes with the orange right there. Double flash coming through, double ultimate, but that's still going to be a return kill. Keen playing that one exceptionally well.
Hugging his tower, really well done. Now, there is no opportunity to be able to get it done. That being said,
We didn't see it didn't happen.
it definitely happened. You can't run away from this one. That actually turns into a bottom lane tower immediately because he's committing to this one. So on the top side, of course, you make the dive happen. Great. Akali may take the tower, but she goes into obscurity, so it's going to be Olaf. And you playing that long time round, you want to commit for the kill. Guess what? You're going to be losing a little bit of tempo yourself. Of course, pick the bottom lane apart, knows that you have the numbers advantage there.
Yeah, again, that play did happen. Well, we were just saying that. We were expecting it to happen. But top side, it was all a red herring. So getting that kill back in return evens up the matchup, and also Akali was naturally winning through his CS. But actually get to see what happened on the bottom side. Ruler very low, but I expect it's just set up from barrel. Oh,
wow.
Wow, coming out from the score, yeah. And CoreJJ just getting the secure in there at the end.
Ruler just wanted to assist, man. He was like, unhand me, minions, please.
Get me out.
Get me the kill. Wasn't going to happen. So at least good setup from Score. The Gragas knocked back the ultimate into the body slam. Well done from him.
Smooth as you like. Didn't even need Ruler in the end.
And we have 2 kills. Oh, you see a lot of times where a Gragas is going, of course, with a new build, which is going straight towards the AP. Now, here's the solo queue question I always have to ask myself. Because if you look, you see it in competitive play a lot of times, Gragas will say, well, I mean, if I want to play smart, I will go straight towards tank afterwards. And then I'll just have the runic echoes. But how many kills he's going? Maybe he goes towards his own. Yeah, maybe just putting it out there. Protobelt, perhaps. I've seen it in solo.
I've seen it. I've also seen it in the LPL. Though this is a score that we're talking about right here, so I would wager that he would probably go tank from here out. Maybe he'd go for another AP item from here, but I'm expecting tank from here on out.
It's just an exceptionally squishy composition that he's going up against, so that's why the opportunity arises here. MLXG's builds, you have to look towards how he usually builds out his Olaf, goes towards the black cleaver.
Yep.
So great mid game, but then atrocious later on, so just depends how he plays it out. But he's already eyeing, once again, bottom lane. I think the Ashe arrow is up and available. So just trying to set it up. Even if you don't find an opportunity bottom lane, control wards leading towards mid makes it so Zoe could be the next victim.
Thing is though, you know, RNG, which is the majority of this roster, like to strike fast and they like to strike hard. I think that a lot of international viewers will be very aware of that, but then from the bottom side, a different dynamic here for Uzi, for Sheer in the mid lane. So, obviously been a massive component over WE for the last year, the last 2 splits, you know, 2018. He's been one of the shining lights for that roster.
Yeah, coming out, of course, 2017 was known as a great team player. Now just being known as a great individual player. So being slotted into this lineup, very natural. I knew that there were some issues that they had during the qualifiers where a lot of times communication between him and the rest of the team was desynced. But coming into this game, back on the Zoe, I expect to see incredible plays. Remember, going up against Faker, has a great eye on the matchup, now has teleport enabled. So it all comes down to how he ends up sinking into the team once again, how the team fights end up going. It's very difficult playing team fights as a Zoe pick, especially if you're going straight front to back. So he has to be creative, finding an eye on the back line if he can get an angle.
I actually think that, you know, line of thinking can be extended to a lot of what Chan's running right here, because you're, again, as you said, you're running, I wouldn't say like a pure glass cannon, but this isn't the tankiest of rosters. Like, Olaf's probably the tankiest member on this team, but then you're looking at kind of semi-tankiest coming out of these players. You know, Maker's going to be coming forwards, and hopefully Chan's going to be moving forward with him. And you're also going to be looking off of picks with the Zoe. So, like, if you're looking towards career right here, they have a much easier composition to execute.
100%. I think it's just an outright counter-pick composition. Because if you look towards the composition of China, they just want to look to dive. There's a lot of dive threats in open-ended fights around Dragon or towards Rift Trails and Barons. Then they want to either look for flanks so they can immediately get straight towards Ruler. With how slow this game is playing out in the laning phase alone, 13-minute laning phase. And for how drawn out Control Wars being well executed here from Korea, there's no opportunity for China to even get out of their own lanes, let alone look for a dive. And if they do, I mean, the teleports, double teleport here from Republic of Korea with the Gangplank ultimate and the Galio ulti. I just don't see it happening for China.
Yeah, I mean, that's essentially how the early game has gone right now. I mean, Korea has just straight up stymied everything that China really wanted to do. In the early game, MLXG got his first death of the game, didn't really manage to set up too much outside of that top lane dive, and even then Korea made a counterpunch. So it just makes China very skittish about making any play at all.
They were trying here, but great positioning from Core JJ. Sittenbush didn't have the ward enabled for him. So
Too watertight.
There we go. Got an eye on them when they're trying to look for a dive. And usually if you're a team like China here and you can't really get any plays happening in the lanes, you would look towards the Dragon. But Ocean Dragon, when all eyes are on it, is actually incredibly risky to look for. Big opportunity here.
Uzi taking a lot of damage, and it's actually Mako going forwards. Finds the triple charm right there. Olaf coming into the bottom lane, Korea moving forwards, but actually needs to pay respect right now because Sheer looking for that bubble. Putting Tahm Kench to sleep, but not permanently. China look to disengage.
It's a big just kidding. At the end of the day. Mako played that one out masterfully because he could have actually been bopped himself. But incredibly, Whistle getting here now. Played that one out masterfully because he could have actually been bopped himself. But incredibly, Whistle getting here now and there. The fact that Gragas couldn't find a great opportunity to put on his own cast, so he just didn't. And when he tried to go for a body slam, we might see some got ruler.
Oh, got the Gallo ultimate coming down. Mako caught right in the middle of that one. Double taunt coming through, and he is slapped down with a colossal smash. Faker still moving forwards, Flash coming through. Animation cancel on the Justice Punch. And Score looks for more. Flashes forward, but now he's under attack from Uzi. Takes that full Acapian Rain. In comes Sheer. He wants blood right now. Now bit of shutdown. Axe coming through from the Olaf. Sheer now corralling Faker. Turning around, looking for the damage onto Uzi. Doesn't have the cooldowns. And Uzi gets kill.
There we go. China made something out of nothing, and that's good enough. The fact that the dive ended up happening here from Korea, well done, but went way too deep. In fact, even chose the wrong target. Tried so hard to get on towards MLXG. Forgot that the AD carrier was right beside you. So take a look at this, because it started with China going straight on towards Ruler, but of course Tahm Kench is going to whisk away. There's no way you can get on top of him. Great kill on towards Mako, and then this is where the dive happens. Just look at Uzi. It's like just being forgotten. Getting free damage on towards the Gragas, and no one was even touching him. So at the end of the day, Xie comes through and actually just makes the cleanup happen. It was a great start from Korea, poor ending from them.
Yeah, I mean, that was just massive value MLXG got out of both his Ragnarok and the Flash. It's almost as if when aggressing on him, they were just like, there's no way he has any of his summoners or cooldowns whatsoever. It's like, hello? Like, MLXG hasn't even visited the lane in the last 5 minutes.
Definitely mind went being there.
Yeah, I'm just a little shocked, because this is not what I expected out of some of these individual players at the very least coming out of Korea. I mean, that's just straight up a Chinese player if I've ever seen one.
Yeah, and I think it just comes down to the confidence that they had. If you look towards how Galio entered the fight, the immediate 70 resistances he had on towards him, he just looked very tanky at the Rod of Ages there. So the fact that they went for the dive and it started so well, they thought they could just go straight deep. Didn't happen, of course, but they could keep making the plays happen. The real worry here for People's Republic of China is the fact that with as great as they are as players, the composition that they have does not enable them to get to the back as long as Tahm Kench is there and as long as Galio has all.
Yeah, there are compositional errors or problems coming in here for the Chinese roster, but it's small plays like this. If that play never happened, I'd be like, I don't know, man. It just seems like Korea's play right now is just completely airtight. I don't see any way into this game. But by giving them an inch, they will take a mile. Like China as a team and China as a region they will keep coming at you until they open up an opening for themselves. They won't just sit and wait like other regions. So by giving them something, it makes it easier for them to pry open the game.
So how I would have wanted to see it be happen is, pushing down bottom lane, try and take the tower. Just think about the towers first if you're Korea in this time around. Try and get deeper vision to the red side jungle. Just try and play it as slow as possible. That's been the KT way. You've seen them in the LCK.
Of course.
Try and play it slow. There are times in which you hubris, you can take these kills, and you might be able to. But remember, it's the best one. You take that one risk, and the game can turn against you.
100% can. What was my Faker called for the pause. We don't know what it is just yet. Our technicians are on the stage trying to figure out what is the problem. We didn't know that Faker was tinfoil hat coming on. I saw him at the start of the game looking at his mouse. So I would wager, if I was a betting man, that's him to prefer.
It's possible. I mean, he's got it in the game. I feel like, especially if you're playing Galio, you don't have to worry too much about your peripherals.
You're not wrong.
Get to smack the keys a little bit.
As long as you have access to your abilities.